Hi, I just want to say that it's really, really cool that you're here with me. And before I get this letter started, I guess Spirit's like having me write these little notes on the top now um, of things to share about. So I have no doubt this will be synchronistic or meaningful for a lot of you who are receiving this message. As my gifts were evolving, and it was such a process, like years, there was just so much trial and error. There was so much ego that was involved in me trying to, and because at the time it was trying, so that's a key word there, me trying to figure out what it is and how it works, and just typical behavior for me at the time, old behavior for me. And I think that probably many of you can relate to this, because when you finally embody that part of you that's waiting to be expressed, it's like everything just makes complete sense. It's like this full circle moment where you're just like, wow, it's that easy. And the funny thing about this is there was so many conversations that I had with God about what this was going to look like, and what I thought it was supposed to look like, and why wasn't it looking like how I thought it was going to look like. When I sat down into that meditation that day and something had said, go get your notebook, it was unbelievable. And I say unbelievable because my previous self wouldn't have, this wouldn't have all made sense. But previous to this notebook, I go through journals, and I wasn't even done with my journal. I still had probably another 2 weeks, 3 weeks left, but I had this like incessant call for me to go get a journal. Like I was like, you need a new notebook, you need a new notebook. And I was just like, okay, let me get this notebook. So I went to the store, I got the notebook, and I came home and I packed away my journal, the other one that wasn't even finished yet, and was like, this is done. And then I never wrote anything in the notebook, and it just sat around. And for some reason, like I was still doing my whole spiritual morning practice, but I just wasn't journaling. And then that's when I picked up the book. Another interesting part about this is that, and I really feel like later, this message is going, this letter, this message, this synchronistic moment that we're sharing here together is going to make so much more sense for you later. Once things start to really click into place for you. And that might be now for some of you. But I was always someone who wrote letters. I am that friend, that like one friend that mails you a birthday card, or I give handwritten cards to everyone that I love, and I sit down and I'm present with it. And you guys know, if you were with me on the channel before, which if you were, I'm so glad that we are still in harmony energetically. And then for those of you who are new, I was making videos before, and I was channeling, my channel was open, but I just kept cutting it off with just certain things in my life. And a lot of those were just limiting beliefs, doubts, fears, worries, just not trusting myself. It's really quite remarkable that this thing that I've been building, Guided and Saged, for almost 2 years now, slowly, again, I took like almost 5 months off now, but it's just been coming together piece by piece, and now it's just so fully clear as to what it is. So and what it was always supposed to be, and now I just get to grow with it, and I get to flow with it. And these videos are so easy compared to all of the work that I was putting in to make things perfect, and then just me blocking my channel. And I'm so grateful I'm not doing that now. And I'm so grateful because these letters are flooding through. So I'm being asked how to share them all individually, but I do feel like the way in which they get shared may be different sometimes. I don't know, Spirit's telling me that. So let's see where it goes. Let's see what actually happens. But that's the cool part about truly being in your own flow and really like fully trusting your own wisdom, because that's what Guided and Saged is. We are guided by the God inside of us. We are guided by our own wisdom, and we have all of the answers that we need inside of us. And for so many of us, we had heard that for so long, or we've been hearing that for so long, and it just hasn't quite resonated. But it has either already resonated for you, which is why this letter is coming to you, this video is coming to you now, or it's going to resonate for you very soon. And in that case, I am so happy for you, because you're entering a very, very sacred, or you have entered a very sacred time in your life. And it is just truly magical. And I don't know why, but for some reason, I felt very inclined to bring out this Goddess of the Moon that I got in Mexico City. Well, just outside of Mexico City at some ruins where a guy had lived his entire life, and I got it from him. And it was a really special moment. But this is the Mayan statue of the Mayan Goddess of the Moon. So maybe that is synchronistic for some of you. But let me get to this letter. Let's get to this letter. You're my throat. Okay, beloved, I haven't left you. I can never leave you. I am you and you are me. It's hard to see that right now. It's hard to believe I'm with you when you feel as if my voice has left. Be still. Be still and know that I am God. This plays in the background of your experience, and you wonder why you hear it so much. But that's what this silence is about right now. Don't look back. You're not going that way, my love. Just because you can't hear me doesn't mean you're going the wrong way. It means that I'm allowing you to see what you're really made of. These are not tests. They are opportunities for you to express the depths of your faith. They are opportunities for you to find the freedom that you so desperately want within the silence of the void. The void. Oh, how I see your discomfort with the void. You have been here before. You will be here again. I haven't left you. I am always with you in spirit. If you cannot find me, it's because you have forsaken yourself. If you feel scared, it's because you are having a hard time trusting yourself. We have always made it. Together, we have always moved through the hard times, and we will do it again and again. Trust yourself. I will say it again. If you cannot find me, it is because you have lost yourself. You who is receiving this message in this moment, let it go. You are human. You will make mistakes. This is the human condition. When you find yourself in moments where you feel deserted, it's because you deserted yourself. You deserted yourself by your lack of compassion. Compassion for yourself. You always hear that because I make it so that you do, so that you can give yourself the same grace that you have given to others for so long. You are still holding secrets for people who exploited your vulnerabilities. And why do you do that? Because you have a compassionate heart. Because you hold the higher self version of those who hurt you. Well, not always, but mostly. My love, offer yourself the same luxury. Offer yourself the unconditional love that you deserve. I never asked you to be perfect. This is the outdated programming, and it's time that you stop updating that software. Just as there is always power flowing, When you turn out the switch, the lights will go out. It doesn't mean the power is not there. It means you made the choice to switch it off. It's a choice, my love. Compassion for yourself is a choice. And if you don't choose it, you opt out of the love. You opt out of the flow. You opt out of your own potential. Don't give away your power to your own inability to accept all of the parts of you. Don't cut the flow of creation, because you are a spiritual being in a human body, having a third dimensional experience while holding a higher bar for yourself. Give yourself the freedom to fall a little. You have been doing so great. I am so proud of you. I know that you don't hear that enough, but you have come so far from where you were. Oh, there's a lot of emotion there. When you learn to connect more with your triumphs rather than your failures, you will find your flow to be much less disturbed. I have not left you. I cannot leave you, but I will lead you to your own will. May your will be done. Choose wisely what you will, my love. It can all be beautiful if you allow it to. And so it is.